Seconds, a person here in the United States has a stroke. Every 4 minutes, someone dies. You know, about 80% of people who do have a stroke don't get the care that they need in time, and it significantly reduces their chances of recovering. Now, swimmer Jack Rakovic did the right thing. He and his wife, and likely it saved his life. Almost 2 years ago, he felt groggy, kind of off balance. He was slurring his words. His face was drooping. His wife insisted on calling 911. He was having a stroke. But now he is back on his feet, and he is joining me now with Dr. Ricardo Hanel with Baptist Neurological Institute. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being here. Doc, I know it's always nice to be sitting next to a success story because there are so many, unfortunately, who are not. Let me begin with you, if I could. You know, we were talking during the commercial break. You've not been swimming for that long, considering perhaps your age, but you've always been athletic for the most part. Were you surprised that you were having a stroke?
I really didn't know. Yeah. I was a little groggy and couldn't understand. The words were not coming out. So I knew something was wrong. And my wife knew. She knew it immediately.
Do you go back and you think about that moment then 2 years ago or so, and you think it's a good thing that you were with your wife and not with someone else who maybe would have missed those signs?
Oh, there's no question.
Wow.
No question. Thank God she was there. And then, of course, later, thank God for Dr. Hanel.
So I know that you live in St. Augustine. You were actually taken to Flagler Hospital initially, then flown to Baptist, and to this very capable doctor whom we've interviewed several times. Doctor, let's talk a little bit about symptoms here. I know that Jack is an excellent example of the things that you should do, but a lot of people ignore those signs. Why is that?
First, thank you for the opportunity. Awareness Month of Stroke, May, that we're celebrating, and thanks for the opportunity. One thing with a stroke, most of the time, strokes don't hurt. Different than a heart attack, that you have a chest pain and you run scared because something is hurting. Most of the strokes, other than brain bleeds, there's a different type of stroke. They don't give any pain. So just like what happened to Jack, that he's groggy, trouble with finding words, there are so many other things that could be happening. People don't realize it, and they don't think. We don't have enough knowledge out there to our people that anything that happens sudden, you should be aware that this could be a symptom of stroke.
And we have some of those symptoms, in fact, on the screen right now. Sudden numbness in the face, arm, or leg, which we know Jack was having. Confusion as well, trouble seeing, trouble walking, and also severe headache. It's interesting. That is exactly then really what Jack was experiencing. Is there any reason that someone might, you know, do you experience all of those symptoms or just some of them? Because there may be some who say, well, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Maybe I'm groggy. I'm feeling groggy just because I'm tired.
Yes, so we use an acronym, Be Fast, so everybody can remember that. But the key word that you saw a second ago on the screen is sudden. Anytime you have sudden trouble with your balance, I'm trying to walk, I'm walking funny, you didn't have beer last night, eye problems, anything sudden eye problems, any sudden problems with your face, my face is droopy, any sudden problem with your arm is numb or your arm is weak. Any sudden problem with your speech, like Jack described to us, don't play around. Dial 911, get somebody to come and see you. EMS all over Jacksonville and region. Flagler, for example, St. Augustine, St. Johns County, and Duval County, Clay County, they're all very well trained to recognize the symptoms and act fast. So don't play around.
It's interesting, Jack, because you were just agreeing and smiling. I mean, this was really exactly what was happening to you, yet you still had no idea because you'd always been healthy. Did you think it couldn't happen to you because you've always stayed fit?
Obviously, you wouldn't think that would occur. I would know that. I'm fine. Yeah. But I needed help.
I'm going to give you an opportunity now to shout out to everyone in the world, your wife who's just sitting behind the camera here, because it sounds to me like she had a lot to do with the reason that you're sitting here looking as wonderful as you are.
There's no question. No question. But the most thing important is that when becomes a victim, you have to regain your lifestyle back. You have to take it back. A lot of people, I guess, would be frightened and maybe hidden, or their friends maybe it's quite often, the phone calls. You have to take care of those things. You got to get back. You could take it back.
Don't let it define you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm glad you're doing so well. Thank you for coming in, Doc. It's always good to see you. Do appreciate it. For more information, by the way, about the signs of stroke, you can go to our website where we have a link for BaptistJax.com, and you can just look under the morning show page. And we'll also post this entire interview later this morning. We'll be right back.